Dopamine is not pleasure. It's anticipation, the spark before the reward. It motivates you to act, chase, search, and seek.
It connects your survival brain to your decision-making brain.
Healthy dopamine comes from simple survival rewards.
But today, dopamine floods come from artificial triggers.
A hit of dopamine is a promise. Something exciting is coming. And your brain starts chasing the feeling, not the reward itself.
That's why dopamine is addiction to anticipation, not satisfaction. A tiny dopamine hit can activate huge networks in your brain. Dopamine is the drive that pushes your entire life forward. The endless scroll was designed to keep you chasing the next reward. Bright colors and quick flashes trigger fast dopamine spikes.
The algorithm predicts what will hook your brain next.
Each swipe gives your brain micro-rewards that feel harmless at first. This randomness makes your brain behave like it's gambling.
Instant stimulation rewires your brain to crave constant excitement. Short content delivers rapid dopamine bursts your brain struggles to resist. Your attention gets hijacked before you even realize it.
And the more instant gratification you consume, the more dopamine you need.
The dopamine loop begins the moment your brain expects a reward.
A trigger leads to an action, and the action leads to a reward. Each reward strengthens the neural pathway that produced it.
Your brain begins to crave the sensation even before the reward arrives.
When the reward doesn't arrive, your brain fires a prediction error. So your brain demands more stimulation to feel the same reward.
And the loop speeds up, requiring rewards more frequently.
This builds a cycle where you seek rewards automatically. Every dopamine hit is followed by a crash, making you want the next hit.
And once the loop locks in, breaking it becomes extremely difficult.
Your brain can't stop because the loop keeps feeding itself.
Your brain always chooses the easiest reward with the lowest effort.
Instant wins overpower long-term goals almost every time.
The craving circuit activates long before you consciously choose.
Your brain enters auto-reward mode when stimulation becomes frequent.
The control system gets hijacked, leaving logic behind. Your brain becomes overloaded and defaults to autopilot.
That's why you check your phone without even thinking.
Your brain starts prioritizing rewards over responsibilities.
And because the loop has no finish line, your brain never feels done.
Too much dopamine burns out your receptors over time. Your baseline dopamine falls, making everyday life feel dull.
Things that used to bring joy suddenly feel empty. Your focus becomes fragmented and impossible to hold.
Your energy collapses, even when you do almost nothing.
Your mind fills with mental noise instead of clarity.
Your mind fills with mental noise instead of clarity.
Impulses take over rational thought.
Low dopamine amplifies stress and anxiety in your daily life.
And your motivation collapses, making everything harder to start.
Breaking the loop starts with awareness. Identify the triggers that hijack your attention.
Reduce instant rewards that overwhelm your dopamine system.
Replace quick hits with slow, meaningful dopamine.
Step back from constant stimulation.
Rebuild your baseline dopamine through balance. Discipline feels hard at first because dopamine is low. Discipline feels hard at first because dopamine is low. You begin rewiring pathways that support long-term rewards. And slowly, the power shifts back into your hands.
Healthy dopamine comes from natural, sustainable sources.
Movement is the fastest way to spark dopamine naturally.
Deep rest resets your dopamine system.
Long-term rewards grow stronger as your brain stabilizes.
Boredom gives your brain room to recharge.
Focused attention slowly returns as dopamine balances out. Self-control strengthens when dopamine stops spiking. Your reward system becomes balanced again.
Your mental clarity finally returns.
You rebuild a healthier, stronger dopamine system.